Awesome. Hello, hello. Putting together a video here on Wormly's Connect the Dots integrations. So what Connect the Dots is going to allow you to do is for all of the companies visiting your website, as well as visitors visiting your website at the individual level, but at the company level, we're going to focus on in this video because I think that's probably going to be most of the use cases here. You're able to, first off, apply segments. So these are filters at the company level to filter by your industry and other segments. So by industry, by company headquarters, etc. Basically trying to filter by your ICP. So let's go ahead and add a couple. I've already made a few. So Playbook, employee count 25 to 500, tech companies, and companies headquartered in the US and Canada, right? So let's say this is what we're looking for at Warmly, and we have an and toggle on. So that's basically saying is for all of these companies below, in the past day, show me only companies that fit all of these segments. So they're between 25 and 500 employees, they're tech companies, and they're headquartered in the US or Canada. Now, these segments are built in a segment playground right here. And I've gone into detail in a couple other playbooks, namely the AI Prospector playbook, about how to make these segments. But it's pretty straightforward. You just need to build them kind of correctly. And so here, for example, it'd be company, geo country is any of United States, Canada. Tech, company, category is any, industry is any of internet software and services. Over time, we're going to make these a little easier to set up. But for now, I would check out the AI Prospector playbook to make sure that you're building these segments correctly. Can also feel free to always ping your Warmly customer success manager. Cool. Okay, let's go back to the Warm Accounts tab. We would recommend, I'd say the Warmly recommendation is for your team, either one person or multiple people, to set a 15-minute calendar invite weekly, recurring weekly, that says, connect the dots emails out or something like that, reminding you that you should spend 15 minutes every week going through accounts that you're interested in that have visited your website, like we're doing right now. So let's even just do this in the past week. Looking for ones that you really want intros to, and then doing this workflow, which is the Connect the Dots workflow for warm introductions. Anyways, you can see for Warmly, there's probably about 136 companies that fit this description based on the ICP that I put in for the past week. You can make it more narrow. You can do this on a daily basis, but Warmly really believes in the power of warm intros. That's why we've offered you, by buying our package, the Connect the Dots integration. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is go through these, and let's look for companies that we're really interested in selling to. For example, I'm looking at Groove here. And so when I click into Groove, on the top column here, you'll see warm intros. So let's go ahead and click into the warm intros. This is where you'll find the Connect the Dots integration. Now, I already have this integration set up, but for the first time, if you want to set this up, you would just do exactly what I did, but then you would need to create an account and integrate your email and your LinkedIn. It walks you through it. It's very straightforward right here in Warmly. Obviously, let your customer success manager at Warmly know if you have any questions, but they give you the instructions, and so it should be a 5 or 10 minute process to set this up. Once you do, and once you get all your team members onto this, the more team members that you have, the better, because this is going to be network-based. You're going to be signed in, and you're going to see something like this. So for the companygroove.co, a really important tab here is the potential contacts tab. What this is doing is letting us know the probability that we could get in touch with via a warm channel these people that work at Groove. And then we can see the connectors on the far right. So for example, Warmly is interested in getting in touch with VPs of marketing. That's one of our personas, ICP personas at the individual level. So we would love to chat with Kristen Hersont. What we can see here is we have a 44% probability of getting in touch with her, which isn't great, but also isn't bad. And we've got 8 connectors. So we can click Ask, and we can see who we know in our network is connected to this person, Kristen, that might be able to make an intro. And so what I'm able to do is scroll through and see that it looks like I've got a fair amount of people that are loosely connected to Kristen. For example, Perhaps I was just on the phone with Aditya, who's the founder and CEO at a company called Avoma. I can see that I have a decent connection to him, which I can confirm is true. Looks like he has a, relatively weak, but a connection to Kristen. So what I can then do is a number of things, but what I'm going to select here, and just for the purpose of this playbook, is the Ask button. This will put an automated email together from me to Aditya. Subject, do you know this person well? Hey Aditya, I see you have a connection to this person. Would you be willing to put me in touch with them or share a few insights max? Send email, we're ready to go. Rocking and rolling, really quick way to get a bunch of emails out for warm introductions. Now, an important part of this is templates. Because what you're able to do is adjust the messaging based on these templates. So for example, let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Intro to Kristen or Sant, Groove showing web intent. Hey Aditya, and this is something that Warmly created. It looks like you might know this person at Groove. Would you be open to passing along affordable? They were recently browsing our website for over a minute and on multiple high intent pages. They haven't filled out a demo request form yet, but I can see their intent is rising. Would love to show them how emails like this is a Warmly sentence, right? That's our Warmly value prop. So you'd have to input your own value prop here, but then you can sign off with who's sending it, right? So you can personalize this messaging while still keeping this process really automated. And I actually have, in Warmly's Help Center, we've got a whole detail here about the Connect the Dots integration, including a help center about how to create and use templates. And we offer a bunch of templates with our existing messaging. So you can kind of copy and paste this and use it for your own purposes, all right here in the Warmly Help Center, which I'll provide a link to in this playbook. Awesome. So when you send that email, this person will get it, and then they may or may not be able to intro you to, in this case, Kristen. What you're able to do is do that for as many people as you want here for Kristen. You can also do it for more people. So for example, let's say we wanted to get in touch with, I don't know, the VP of product. We could ask the same person. For the controller, we could ask a different person to get in touch with people at Groove. And then what we would suggest is going back to warm accounts, taking a look at a couple more accounts that you want to get introed to. Let's say, I don't know, this company Quantive could be interesting to us. Looks like we don't have many contacts there. See if we can get introduced to it. Again, warm accounts, loading our potential contacts, same sort of thing. Looks like we've got a bunch of people that we may be able to get in touch with, including a co-founder, which is pretty cool. Just click Ask. Looks like we are loosely connected to a partner at Sequoia, Bogomil, who knows this person really, really well. I'd say likely maybe invested in this company. So if we do know Bogomil well, we can click Ask. Boom, send an email to him right away. Might want to include a little bit more detail, given that he's a partner at a established VC firm, but can include some detail about why it might be useful for us and his portfolio company, if it is his portfolio company, and then click Send. Hopefully you can see how this is going to be pretty powerful. Should not take that long to set up. The setup is really that one-time logging in and integrating your email and your LinkedIn. And then from there, it's adding some time on your calendar every day or every week to go through the warm accounts that have been visiting your website and apply segments to make sure that you're filtering through accounts that you're actually interested in, clicking in, finding potential contacts, and one-click sending emails to them to see if you can, again, get warm introductions to accounts that are visiting your website. Awesome. Thank you.